Welcome to the Zix TV. I am the Zix, and we're going to be having a look at some Ewings from Star Wars Rogue One. But before we begin, just a few notes. This video was released in November of 2016, before the movie was released in theaters. So I don't know at this time what kind of role this vehicle plays in the film. Also, this is probably not a complete or exhaustive collection of Ewings. So if your favorite doesn't make an appearance here, that's probably because it wasn't available at the time that this video was made. Just a note about that. Also, I am not interested in model kits where I have to use glue or paint. I am interested in toys. All of these are toys. And I am not interested in model kits where I have to use glue or paint, or high-end collectibles that are expensive. Here at the Zix TV, we pound what we can afford. And the Micro Machines Ewing does not make an appearance here. I don't believe it's worth comparing to the rest of these. It's very tiny. So I'll do a separate video about Rogue One Micro Machines. I believe that's it for all the notes before we begin. So let's get started. First up is comes in this box, this Ewing here. It's Revell SnapTite, where does it say it? SnapTite Build and Play. And this one is really nice. It was $20 on Amazon. Here's just a quick look at all the parts. The parts are pre-painted and they are expertly packed. The smaller parts are in small bags, and the larger parts are packed between bracer pieces. Everything is packed very well. It's pre-painted, and you don't need any tools of any kind. You just snap all the pieces together to make your Ewing model. So that's what we're going to be looking at first. This one here. And here it is. And our wings can move out, and they're kind of sort of ratcheted. We move it out a bit like that, and we've got some landing gears underneath and a reverse skylight, just like in the Lego Ewing. And this one has lights and sounds. And you can see it through the skylight as well. So that's cool. Got some good detail on it. It was fun to build. Everything snapped together very nicely. Everything came together really well. And we have two pilots in there. And we can see them better without the light on. Everything came together really well. Expertly packed. Really nice Ewing here. No paint required, no glue required. Just perfect for the Zix. Really nice. Like it a lot. Let's move on to our next Ewing. Next up is the Hasbro Ewing, the big one that everyone's probably going to get, that shoots Nerf darts. Here's the box. And it comes with an action figure, Captain Cassian Andor. This one is by Hasbro. It's probably the one that everyone's going to get. There we go. So we're going to check this puppy out. Oh, it says something about the Ewing here. Let's see if I can get this in the frame. Revell Ewing fighter, a sturdy troop transport and gunship used by the Rebel Alliance. The Ewing starfighter is a well-armed swing wing vessel that must penetrate heavy fire zones to deposit soldiers onto battlefields and then fly air support during dangerous missions against the Empire. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this one. Here it is, and this is our biggest Ewing. There are our front wings there. I don't know how durable these front cannons are, so you might want to be careful with those. It's got some good molding on it. Here's our engines, and we have landing gears like the first one, and these landing gears can retract, so we can there. We can retract our landing gears on this one. This one required some assembly. Had to assemble the engines and the wings. Was there anything else? Had to assemble the engines, the 4 engines and the wings. I don't think there was any other assembly needed. This one does not have the skylight underneath, so I'm not sure if that's how accurate that is, but and we've got our Nerf darts in the back here. We got these little holders for them. Now the main features, just briefly, we can open up the pilot's cabin, and there is Captain Cassian Andor in there. Minimal articulation action figure. A minimal articulation action figure. He's going to be spending most of his time in the cockpit there. And they have a little gun that he can hold. Get that into his hand there. Little blaster pistol that he can hold there. Set that aside for the moment. There's our pilot's cabin, and it's got this this part here that goes across his legs. So we get his feet in there. And he's going to want to, let's see, yeah, almost lay down in there. Might be able to get him up a little bit higher. And his pistol fits into a little slot. Back here. Nice that they provide that so that he doesn't have to hold it. Let's lift his arms a bit so that he's, looks like he's handling some controls there. And there's our captain. Now the other main action feature is this switch in the back, and I'm going to have to do it like this. Our wings open, and I have to move it around the camera. Here's our U-wing with the oh, it's bumping into the Lego one. There's our U-wing with the wings open for a different look, and I would be careful of these while playing with it. Might be able to break those off. Got a good look to it, just like the other one. It's like a bigger version of the other one. Let's maneuver this around the camera here. There we go, and close up our there. And then we've got a button. This is a button here, and it's going to eject our shooter. Let's see if I can hold it like this, and there it is. And it's really nice that this is kind of concealed, because if you don't like the spring-loaded Nerf dart shooter on your vehicle, just push that in there and it kind of sticks out on the bottom. Not really that big of a deal. So we just push this to eject. Let's get our Nerf dart here, and you have to put it, let's see, did I do it right? Push it in there, and then we press this button again to fire it. Oh, it didn't work. Do I have it in there all the way? Okay, it made a snapping sound. Maybe now it'll work. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, that worked. And fell on the floor. Here's our dart. Let's try that again. See if I can do it right this time. Okay, we push this all the way in. I'm pushing on it. And then press our button. Oh, it's not working. I gotta push it all the way in. Oh, got my finger stuck in there. Oof. Where'd my Nerf dart go? I'm gonna have to look for it. I'll be right back. I found it. Anyway, have some difficulty with this. It doesn't work as smoothly as the one on the Tai Striker. I don't know why. Oh, you can't push that in without a Nerf dart in there. Okay. Well, anyway, that is our Nerf dart shooter, and you can just push that in and then install your Nerf dart through this part in the back here. Oh, gotta be careful with this wingspan. This is a big. I think it's bigger than the Tai Striker. And this is pretty cool because I can store them here, and they kind of look like bombs that the Ewing could drop. So that's pretty cool. And then we got our landing gears, detailed landing gears. Let's see if we can grab these. Got our landing gears. And we can place our ship down. And that's everything that our ship does. Ewing fighter by Hasbro. Pretty cool. And it's got a lot of good markings and detail on it. So, and a good design as well. Just like the other one. Pretty cool. Just a bigger version of the Revell SnapTite one. Let's have a look at our next Ewing. Next up is the Lego Ewing, and this is a Lego set, and this is our most expensive Ewing, clocking in at $80. I got mine for $69. $80 for 659 pieces. A bit marked up there because it's Lego Star Wars. Well, because it's Star Wars. A bit marked up in comparison to other Lego themes and sets, styles of sets. In comparison, the Hasbro Ewing is $50, and I got mine for $40, which is a bit more than I wanted to pay for it. But I did want to make this video, and our Revell Ewing SnapTite Build and Play was $20. So $80 for this Lego set. It's a big decision to spend that much money. We get 659 pieces, and these characters. We get Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor. Is that the same guy from the Captain Cassian Andor from the other Ewing? A Ewing pilot, a rebel trooper, and this alien dude here, Bistan. So those are the characters we get with this Star Wars or Lego Ewing. So let's have a look at this one. This is a good Ewing. I already did a exhaustive review of this Lego set. I'll put a link in the description in case you haven't seen it. This is a pretty good one. Fun to build, and it's got some good features. So I'm just gonna have a look at the features and stuff, the stuff that it does. I'm not going to talk about the building and all that. We got our wings that open up. We have to do this manually, and they connect, so they won't be able to. They connect in the back so that they won't be able to. They attach to little ball joint thingies. We got some pretty good detail on this one here. Our canopy can open. You push this forward and it flips it open. Let's move it like that. And although I can usually get it open if I just put my fingers here and pull up. There's our pilot. That's a printed piece, not a sticker. And underneath we have the I'm going to have to close the wings. There. This will be easier. Underneath we have the reverse skylight there. Already talked about this in my review of the Lego Ewing, so check that out. Pretty cool. And we have a door that opens, and a door on the other side that opens, and we have these little blasters in there, and you can probably, there isn't much room in there, but you could fit some of your minifigures in there. This can move out, and you press the button to shoot off the little circle thing. In addition, there's a compartment in the back that opens, and you might be able to fit some extra stuff in there. I'm not sure if they designed it that way, but they probably just wanted to have this panel here for accuracy's sake, and it just happens that it can move, open up. Here's our engines. We got some stickers that go on the top and bottom of the engines, so that's kind of repetitive doing that and assembling them. And the other action feature involves these Lego darts. So we plug those into the front, and they created a button, the upraised part, little blue part right here and here. They created a button, and you can shoot those off. I don't know where my darts went, but and when there's not a dart in there, it kind of goes flush with everything else, so that's pretty cool. A good build, fun to build. Doesn't have any landing gears like the others, so it just kind of rests on the bottom part. Very stable. Those are the features of our Lego Ewing. Next up is the Black Series Titanium, and I don't have a second Ewing, but here's the Tai Striker Titanium. Comes in this black box here, and I threw away the box because I don't have storage space to store umpteen of these black boxes. So that's what it's going to look like, except with a Ewing in there. And here is our Black Series Ewing. Gets this stand here so that you can plug that in and display it. And it's I think let's see, our wings are not die cast on this one. This is the die cast part, and we have a little, it opens up. I'm gonna have to show this close up. Here is our Ewing. Here's our wings open up, and let's see if I can get some glare in there. It looks like a couple of seats. Nothing much to see, just all in black inside there. And this part is die cast. It has a little landing gear that was ridiculously hard to get out when it's closed up. I had to get out my scissors and use it as a tool to pry it out. So that was very difficult on this one. And this one does not have the reverse skylight. Well, there really isn't any room for it. It's got this screw here, and that is our Black Series die cast. These Ewings This is quite a wingspan on this. There's the detail. So there's a look at that one. Next up is the Hot Wheels Starship. And here's the packaging for this Star Wars Rogue One Hot Wheels Starships. And it comes with a different type of stand than the previous ones from last year. And here it is. We've got our plastic stand there, and I'm going to show this one up close as well. Here's our Ewing, and the cockpit doesn't open up on this one. Hot Wheels Starships are the lesser of the two die-cast, small die-cast vehicle types with just the very basic action features, if any at all, on some of these. And what's up with this? It's not the same size. I didn't notice that before. This one appears to be not as accurate. Anyway, we got our blasters up front, and our wings on this one, they're kind of sort of ratcheted. Let's see. Open it this far, you get a little resistance. That really goes into the back like that. So that's a bit different than the others that only go out like, let's see, this far maybe. It goes a bit further. There's a look at that. So which Ewing is the best? Well, that depends on you and what you personally like. If you just want something small for your collection, then I would suggest either the Hot Wheels or the Black Series. Both are pretty good. The Black Series one does have that landing gear. You might need help getting that out. You need to use something as a tool to pry it out. And this one appears to be not as accurate as the other ones, with the bottom engine being not as long as the top one. So if you just want to get something small for your collection, the Black Series one is $5. You can find it at Walmart or places like that. The Hot Wheels one, I think, is just a bit more expensive. And then the Lego one is $80, although you might be able to find it cheaper on Amazon or such. And the Hasbro one is normally $50. I got it for $40. And my personal favorite, the prize goes to this one for me. Revell SnapTite Build and Play. This one I think is the coolest. The coolest Ewing, and it's got this light up feature. It's got these cool landing gears, and it's just really nicely designed. and that one is $20. So that's my current collection of U-Wings. If I come across a new style of new brand, new style of U-Wing, maybe I'll pick it up and do a video about it. But these are the U-Wings available right now that I have collected so far. So that's about it for this video comparison of U-Wings from Rogue One. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.